Good morning, everybody. We've got a mixed trade in the grain markets on Tuesday morning. It is about 6:45 a.m. Central Time as I speak here this morning. December corn futures down 2 at 367.5. We've got November soybeans up 4.5 at 10:04. December Chicago wheat is down 4 at 541 and 3/4. December Kansas City wheat down 2 3/4 at 470 and 3/4. December spring wheat up 3/4 at 531 1/4. USDA released its weekly crop progress report yesterday. U.S. corn harvest is underway. The crop is 5% harvested nationally, up from 0 last week, right on par with the 5% average. Crop ratings declined again in corn. The crop is rated 60% good to excellent versus 61 last week and 65 on average. The corn crop is 41% mature versus 25 last week and 32 on average. Soybean ratings declined again last week. The crop is rated 63% good to excellent versus 65 last week and 63 on average. So beans, in terms of ratings, now right on par with that 5-year average. USDA estimates that 37% of the bean crop is dropping leaves versus 20 last week and 31 on average. U.S. winter wheat planting continues. The crop is 10% planted nationally versus 5% last week and 8 on average. In terms of the key HRW states, Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado are ahead of schedule. Kansas and Nebraska behind their respective 5-year averages. The weather forecast calls for mostly dry weather through the southern plains, northern plains, and Midwest through the next 7 days. So you may see some acceleration of this planting pace. It's going to be pretty dry for really the whole country here for about a week. Trump administration confirmed yesterday that it rejected dozens of biofuel waiver requests. And this was what was discussed last week. This is not fresh news here. But the waivers would have retroactively spared refiners from the obligation to blend ethanol into their fuel. This decision, this is what Andrew Wheeler said, this decision follows President Trump's promise to promote domestic biofuel production, support our nation's farmers, and in turn strengthen our energy independence. He went on to say that these small refineries did not demonstrate disproportionate economic hardship from compliance with the RFS waiver program. So this is considered a win for corn and for ethanol, certainly. China bought more U.S. corn yesterday. USDA confirmed a sale of 350,000 metric tons. That's about 14 million bushels. That is the largest sale to China since September 1st. So the sales continue here. China said that it's going to import 7 million metric tons of corn this year. They've already booked 9 million metric tons of corn from the U.S. alone for this 2021 marketing year. NOPA will release August crush data this morning. The trade's looking for a number right around 169, 170 million bushels for August. That would be down slightly from 172.8 in July. Remember, U.S. soybean crush is expected to account for 49% of all demand for U.S. beans this year, and it's been very, very good. It's really been excellent for months and months and months. Global ethanol production will be slow to recover, according to the U.S. Grains Council. That group estimated that global output will be down 20% this year, and that we will not achieve a full recovery globally until 2022. Now, U.S. production may be a little bit better than that. We're only running 10% below last year's pace on average over the last few weeks, and we've kind of stagnated as of late. Corn markets acted really well. If you look at the December corn contract, it bottomed at $3.20 in August. It traded up to $3.71 yesterday. That's a rally of more than 50 cents, almost 16% from its August low. So this is not necessarily the rocket ship like you've got in the soybean market, but it's a pretty steep uptrend, really. The ethanol waiver news is positive. Export demand is positive. The demand side looks really good until you start to talk about ethanol, which is still problematic. I think a lot of traders working with the idea that that national corn yield comes down again in next month's report, which will be on October 9th. Fund traders estimated to be net long 48,000 contracts of corn at yesterday's close. Soybean market is really relentless here. This rally has been very impressive. There hasn't been much of a correction or stall since mid-August. November futures have rallied a whopping $1.80 per bushel from their April low. That's an improvement of 22%. Funds continue to push the long side of the market. They were estimated to be net long 198,000 contracts at yesterday's close. Now, you do have some potentially worrisome factors moving forward. Record Brazilian acreage, the potential for a record crop there. I think there's some uncertainty when it comes to the election. What does a Biden win mean? What does a second Trump term look like? I don't really know the answer to either of those. And U.S. acreage prospects for next year are something we're going to have to start talking about, because you look at Nov 21 beans at 964, D's 21 corn at 388. I think the beans would be the clear winner here. Wheat market continues to trade sideways. Again, we'll see some acceleration in planting here, I would imagine, given some drier weather. Drier weather could be problematic for some of these areas, certainly in the southern plains. Cattle market was sharply higher yesterday. Triple-digit gains in the October, December, and February fat cattle. Feeder cattle were up sharply as well. The hog market, pretty significant correction after a multi-day rally last week. The Dow's up 200 ahead of the cash open early this morning. The S&P's up 25. Bonds are down. U.S. dollars down. Crude oil's up 50 cents. Gold's down a little bit. If you'd like some more information, visit my website, www.standardgrain.com. Go to that website, click on Grain Marketing Plan. If you'd like to know when, how, and specifically I am pricing corn, soybeans, and wheat throughout the year, check out that service. It's $49 a month. You can cancel it at any time. There's no other obligation, no other fee. Everyone have a great day. I'll talk to you same time tomorrow.